8:15.
Now what do we talk about? Dinner first, then dessert. Always. That's a rule.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first ever episode of Binging with Thomas. Today we are going to make 11's triple-decker extravaganza. As you can see in this image, it was popular at Stranger Things for horror nights, but we are going to make it here in the kitchen. So for this recipe, it's pretty simple. All you're going to need, of course, is some Ready Whip, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, M&M's, and Toll House chocolate chips, and finally, the Belgian thick and fluffy Eggo waffles, because it's Eggo, of course. Now, push all that aside because we're going to start with a knife and a cutting board. What are we doing? Well, we're first going to separate the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups from the wrappers, and we're going to slice and dice them. Now, in the actual Halloween Horror Nights dish, they use Reese's Pieces. We don't need Reese's Pieces. It tastes way better with Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. So we're going to slice and dice it, and as you see, kind of big chunks. We're going to go back later and we're going to make them a bit bigger. But at this point, we're going to put down the knife and we are going to toast our waffles. Now, make sure you have 3, right? It is the triple decker, not the double decker, not the single decker. We put them in the toaster, like so, like so. Make sure those are really tight in there. Turn it to 6 and wait. And it's at this point that my producer reminded me that, yes, these are pretty big pieces, so we're going to make them a bit smaller. And, oh, it's ready. Now, remember, this is a layered dish, so we are going to start with the bottom layer. Make sure that you start with, first, the Ready Whip. Oh, make sure it's undone. Come on, get, there we go. Now, the whipped cream is really going to be the base of most of this dish. So you shake it, and you shake it, and you shake it, and finally, spiral that whipped cream onto the first waffle. But we can't just have whipped cream. Oh no, if you see, the bottom layer is really focused on those Reese's Pieces like I mentioned before. But if you grab these autumn M&Ms, well, they're the same color, so authenticity's sake, we're gonna use these M&Ms. They're great, they taste like M&Ms, a lot of chocolate chunks. We like chocolate chunks here at TLEV. Alright, that should do it. Now we, of course, add some of our Reese's Peanut Butter Cup bits, and we make sure to not drop any. Oh, that whipped cream, that's okay. We can eat that later. And you know what? It's kind of on my finger. We don't want to eat it now. Okay, now we're on to our second layer. Now, in this one, it's a lot more focused on the peanut butter aspect, but also the chocolate chip, Toll House chocolate chip. We went for Toll House because it's tiny, and well, you can put as much as you want. And also, the reason why we put more whipped cream on the second is, remember, this is 11 who's very hungry and it's very cold outside. She's going to want to layer every layer with as much sugary goodness as possible. Alright, now make sure to sprinkle on some of those M&Ms as well. We need those M&Ms because they are absolutely delicious. And can't forget about those Reese's Peanut Butter Cup pieces, the original pieces. And finally, we put on our last, the most toasted layer on top. Now, this was actually a really bad idea, and in hindsight, I would have put the most toasted at the bottom because it got so hot that, like, as you can see right now, the whipped cream started to melt. But we put a lot of whipped cream on this, and of course, make sure to get that really nice spiral. And with the spiral, we're going to put some Reese's Pieces. And we're also going to be putting, that's right, more Reese's Pieces. And some Toll House. Start really nicely done, Thomas. And of course, put on some more M&Ms. These are delicious M&Ms. We want all the M&Ms. As you can even see, we got a pretty good shot for shot triple decker extravaganza. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of this. And yeah, hopefully you can make your own too. Now, this wouldn't be a Halloween Horror Nights Stranger Things dish if we only made one. So now we're gonna make the upside down mini donuts. Now these are really, really complicated, and you know, just follow along with me and I'm sure we can figure it out. Now what you're going to first want is, of course, red icing. Cookie icing is probably the best. And of course, 11 mini donuts, powdered mini donuts I should say. My favorite is Hostess, so we went with Hostess. Now, as you can see in the photo itself, they are piled onto one another like dominoes. So we grab them, with our red icing. And remember, you don't have to go in any particular fashion. You can go crazy, you can do X's, you can go up and down, you can go upside down, you can do the loop-de-loop. It's really up to you. Now, I didn't want to put too much on though, because I do enjoy eating these without the icing. And there you have it. This is our mini donuts. Now, thank you so much for watching. And of course, this video was entirely influenced by Binging with Babish. If you have not checked out that channel, you need to right now. Link is in the description down below. And thank you so much for watching. And follow us on YouTube by hitting that subscribe button and also that notification bell. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. You're already on the channel. Link to the description of all of our social media is down below. And of course, I have been Thomas. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.